Om Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye. Namaskar and welcome back to Amar Bharati Samskrita YouTube channel, where we are studying the Ruchira Tritiyo Bhagaha CBSE Class 8 Sanskrit textbook. In that, the Navamaha Pathaha Saptabhaginyah. The meaning of this is lesson 9, 7 sisters. Saptabhaginyah means 7 sisters. We look at an English explanation of this particular lesson. What is the meaning of this title? How did this title come about? We will see. Sapta means 7, Bhagini means sister. So in Prathama Vibhakti, the Vibhakti forms in Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam are Bhagini, Bhaginyau, Bhaginyah. Bhaginyah is the plural form. So 7 is a number more than 3 or more. So it is a plural. So Saptabhaginyah. Saptabhaginyah is how the title has come. The meaning of this is 7 sisters, which are the 7 states of India's northeastern region. What are those states? They are shown in this map here. Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland and Tripura. So these are the states, 7 states in the northeastern region of our country, India. This lesson is in the form of a dialogue, a conversation between a teacher and her students. But before that, a short introduction. The title 7 Sisters is given to the 7 states in the northeastern region of our country. The natural beauty of these states is extraordinary. This lesson is composed keeping in mind the cultural and social specialities of these 7 states. Now we go to the lesson. So, Adhyapika, lady teacher, says Suprabhatam, good morning. Chhatraha, students say Suprabhatam, Suprabhatam, good morning, good morning. Adhyapika says Bhavatu, good. Adya kim pathaniyam, Adya means today. What is to be taught? Chhatraha, students say Vayam sarve swadeshasya rajyanam vishaye jnatum ichhamaha. Jnatum plus ichhamaha, jnatum ichhamaha. All of us, Vayam sarve Jnatam ichhamaha, wish to know what? Swadeshasya rajyanam vishaye, the information about the states of our country, of our Swadesha, of our country. Adhyapika, lady teacher, says Shobhanam, good. Vadata, tell. Asmakam deshe kati rajyani santi, in our country how many states are there? Saira replies Chaturvimshatihi Mahodaye, 24, great lady, is what Saira replies. Further, now Sylvie replies Nahi, nahi, no, no, Mahabhage, great lady, Panchavimshatihi Rajyani Santi, there are 25 states, is what Sylvie replies. Adhyapika, Anyaha kopi, Kaha plus api is kopi. Lady teacher asks, any others want to tell something? Swara replies, Madhye eva, interrupting the teacher. Before the teacher finishes her sentence, Swara interrupts. Mahodaye, O great lady, me bhagini, my sister, kathayati, tells me, yadasmakam, yati plus asmakam, yadasmakam, asmakam deshe, that in our country, navavimshatihi rajyani santi, there are 29 states. Etat atirichya, etat plus atirichya, other than this, sapta kendra shasita pradeshaha api santi. There are also, api also, sapta, 7 kendra shasita pradeshaha, union territories. There are 7 union territories plus 29 states in our country. Adhyapika, lady teacher, says Samyak janati te bhagini. Samyak plus janati is Samyak janati. Your sister knows the correct information. your sister knows the right thing. Bhavatu, good. Api, also. Janitha, yum. All of you get to know. Yadeteshu, yati plus eteshu, yadeteshu, rajyeshu. That among these states, Saptarajyanam ekaha samavayosti. Samavayaha plus asti is samavayosti. That there is a collection of 7 states. Yaha Saptabhaginyah iti namna prathitosti. Prathitaha plus asti, prathitosti. Who are famous. Prathitaha asti means they are famous. By what name? Saptabhaginyah. By the name of the 7 sisters. Saptabhagini is 7 sisters, as we saw earlier. Sarve Saschcharyam parasparam pashyantaha. Saschcharyam is sa plus aschcharyam. So sarve, all of them, looking at each other with surprise, with aschcharyam. Saptabhaginyah, Saptabhaginyah, 7 sisters, 7 sisters. Nicholas says, Imani Rajyani Saptabhaginyah iti kimartham kathyante. Why are these states called as 7 sisters? Adhyapika, the teacher, says, Prayogoyam, prayogaha plus ayam, prayogoyam, pratikatmako vartate. This usage is a symbolism. It is a symbol. Kadachit samajika samskritika paridrishyanam samyat. Paridrishya means from the perspectives or the viewpoints of what? Samajika. Samajika is social. Samskritika and cultural. Samya is similarities. From the perspectives or viewpoints of cultural, of social and cultural similarities, Imani ukta upadhina, ukta plus upadhina, uktopadhina, uktopadhina prathitani. These states are famous by the said title. What is the title? Saptabhaginyah, 7 sisters. Samiksha says, Kautuhalam me na khalu shantim gacchati. My curiosity is not subsided. Shravayatu tavat yad kani tani rajyani. Please tell us which are these states. Shravayatu tavat, make us listen to what these states are. Adhyapika, the teacher, says, Shrunuta, listen. Listen to me, I'll tell you the names of the states. Advayam matrayam chaiva natriyuktam tathadvayam saptarajya samuhoyam bhagini saptakam matam. Advayam matrayam chaiva natriyuktam tathadvayam saptarajya samuhoyam bhagini saptakam matam. Padacheda, padavibhaga is advayam, matrayam, cha eva na triyuktam tatha dvayam saptarajya samuhaha ayam bhagini saptakam matam. Anvaya is ayam saptarajya samuhaha advayam eva cha matrayam natriyuktam dvayam tatha bhagini saptakam matam. What is the pratipadartha, the meanings of the individual words? Advayam means 2 starting with akara a, which are Arunachal Pradesh and Assam. Matrayam, 3 starting with ma, which are Manipur, Meghalaya and Mizoram. Cha eva, and also na triyuktam dvayam tatha, and dvayam is 2 starting with na and 3, which are Nagaland and Tripura. Saptarajya samuhaha, collection of 7 states. Ayam, this. Bhagini saptakam, 7 sisters. Matam is considered. We look at the overall meaning. This collection of 7 states, 2 starting with a, which are Arunachal Pradesh and Assam, 3 starting with ma, which are Manipur, Meghalaya and Mizoram, 1 each with na and 3, Nagaland and Tripura. These are considered as the 7 sisters. Saptabhagini, Bhagini Saptakam is what it says. Further, Itham Bhagini Saptake Imani Rajyani Santi. Lady teacher is continuing. Thus, in the 7 sisters, these are the states. Arunachala Pradeshaha, Arunachal Pradesh, Asamaha, Assam, Manipuram, Manipur, Mizoram, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Nagaland, Tripura, Chaiti, Cha plus iti is Cheti. So, and Tripura. Yadyapi, Yadi plus api is Yadyapi, even though Kshetra Parimanihi Imani Laguni Vartante. These states are small in terms of land area. In terms of the land area on the earth, these states are small in size. Tathapi, even then, Guna Gaurava Drishtya Brihattarani Pratiyante. These states are to be recognized, Pratiyante, they are to be recognized as Brihattarani, as huge. In what terms? From the viewpoints of quality, Guna and Gaurava, quality and respect. Survey, all of them. Katham, how? Adhyapika, lady teacher says, Imaha Saptabhaginyah Sviye Prachinetihase. Prachina plus itihase, Prachinetihase, Prayaha Swadhinaha eva drishtaha. These 7 sisters, Saptabhaginyah, in terms of their ancient history, Prachina Itihase, are seen as Swadhinaha, as self-reliant. They have not depended upon anybody else. Point number 1. Nakenapi Shasakena imaha Swayaktikritaha. These states were not captured, were not annexed by any of the other rulers. No external king came and annexed these states, is what is the meaning. Aneka Samskritika Vishishtayam Bharata Bhumau. In the land of India, Bharata Bhumi, which is having many varied cultural specialities, Aneka Samskritika Vishishtayam Bharata Bhumau, Etasam Bhagininam Samskritihi Mahatvadhayini iti. The culture of these sisters is considered as very, very important. Mahatvadhayini is very important in the whole culture of our country. The culture of these 7 states is extremely important. Kena plus api is kenapi, tatha plus api is tathapi. Further, Tanvi says, Ayam Shabdaha Sarva Prathamam Kada Prayuktaha. When was this term used for the very first time? Adhyapika, the lady teacher says, Shruta Madhura Shabdoyam. Shruta Madhura Shabdaha plus Ayam is Shruta Madhura Shabdoyam. This means this melodious sounding word, Sarva Prathamam, for the very first time, Vigata Shatabdasya, of the last century, Dvi Saptatitame Varshe, in the 72nd year of the last century, Tripura Rajyasya Udghatana Krame. Tripura Rajyasya plus Udghatana Krame means Tripura Rajyasya Udghatana Krame. At the time of inauguration of the Tripura state, Kenapi, Kena plus api is Kenapi, Pravartitaha was established, was used. So the whole sentence means this melodious sounding word was used for the very first time in the 72nd year of the last century, that is in 1972, when this was established by someone at the time of inauguration of the Tripura state. Asminneva, asmin plus eva, asminneva kale. At the same time, Yetesham Rajyanam Punaha Sanghatanam Vihitam. These states' reorganization was done. Swara says, Anyat kimapi vaishishtyam asti yetesham Vaishishtyam plus asti is Vaishishtyam asti. Kim plus api is Kimapi. Is there any other speciality of these states? Adhyapika, lady teacher replies, Nunam asti eva. Certainly yes, certainly there is there. Parvata, Vriksha, Pushpa Prabhritibihi. Mountains, trees, flowers, etc. Prakriti, Prakritika Sampadbhihi, natural resources. Susamriddhani santi imani rajyani. These states, Susamriddhani means very rich. These states are very rich with natural resources like mountains, trees, flowers, etc. Bharata Vrikshecha. In the tree called as Bharata, which means if you imagine the whole country, India, Bharata, to be like a tree, what are these 7 states? So, Pushpa Stabaka Sadrishani Virajante Yetani. These 7 states shine like a flower blossom. So, in a tree, if there is a flower blossom, if the tree is Bharata Mata, that is the country India, then these 7 states are like a flower blossom in that tree, is what the teacher says. Next, Rajiv says, Bhavati, respectful lady, Grihe yatha sarvadhika ramya manorama cha bhagini bhavati. Just as in the house, the sister will be most graceful. Sarvadhika ramya, most graceful or causing most happiness. Manorama, and attractive, beautiful, pleasant. Tathaiva, tatha plus eva is tathaiva. Sarvadhika is sarva plus adhika. In the same way, tathaiva, in the same way, Bharata Grihepi, Bharata Grihe plus api is Bharata Grihepi. In the house called as Bharata or India, Sarvadhikaha Ramyaha Imaha Saptabhaginyah Santi. These 7 sisters are most graceful. Sarvadhikaha Ramyaha. They are most graceful in the house called as Bharata. Adhyapika, the teacher says, Manasi agata te iyam bhavana. Manasi plus agata is manasyagata. This feeling which you have got in your mind, Parama Kalyanamayi, is most noble or most illustrious. Param, however, Sarve na tatha avagachanti. However, not everyone understands like this. Astu, let it be it so. Asti tavat etesham vishaye. There is one more speciality in respect of these sisters. Asti tavat etesham vishaye vaishishtyamapi. So there's one more speciality in respect of these sisters. Kathaniyam, which is to be told. What is that? Savahita manasa shrunuta. Listen with an attentive mind. Sa plus avahita manasa, shavahita manasa. Vaishishtyam plus api is Vaishishtyam api. Tavat plus etesham, tavat etesham. Listen with an attentive mind is what the teacher says. Lady teacher is continuing. Jana jati bahula pradeshoyam. Jana jati bahula pradeshaha plus ayam. This is a region having an abundance of tribal races. Garo, Khasi, Naga, Mizo. Garo, Khasi, Naga, Mizo, Prabhritayaha, etc. Bahavaha Janajatiyaha atra nivasanti. There are many tribal races which are living here. Sharirena urjasvinaha, with a lot of bodily energy. They have a lot of energy in their body. Etat pradeshikaha bahubhashabhihi samanvitaha. People from this region are endowed with many languages. Parva paramparabhihi paripuritaha, are filled with festive traditions, festive culture. Svalila कलाभिश्च स्वलीला कलाभिः plus च स्वलीला कलाभिश्च निष्णाताः सन्ति and are experts in their activities and their arts. Malati says, Mahodaye, O great lady, tatra tu vamshavrikshaah api prapyante. Bamboo trees are also found here. Vamshavrikshaah are bamboo trees. Adhyapika, lady teacher says, yes, Pradeshesmin. Pradeshe plus asmin is Pradeshesmin, in this region. Hasta shilpanam bahulyam vartate. There is abundance of handicrafts. Avastrabhushanebhyah griha nirmana paryantam prayah vamshavriksha nirmitanam vastunam upayogah kriyate. So vamshavriksha nirmitanam vastunam upayogah kriyate means the use of bamboo made objects ranges from where? Avastra bhushanebhya, from clothes and adornments or decorations, to griha nirmana paryantam, to building of houses. Yato hi atra vamshavrikshanam prachuryam vidyate, because here is an abundance. Prachuryam means abundance of bamboo trees. Sampratam vamshodyogoyam. Vamsha udyogah plus ayam is vamshodyogoyam. Antarashtriya khyatim avaptosti. Avaptaha plus asti avaptosti. Because now the Sampratam, now the bamboo industry here has attained international repute, international fame. Further, Abhinava says, Bhagini Pradeshoyam, Bhagini Pradeshaha prasayam, Bhagini Pradeshoyam, Bahvakarshaka iti pratiyate. Bahu plus Akarshaka is Bahvakarshaka. This region of the sisters seems to be extremely attractive. Salima replies, Kim Brahmanaya Bhagini Pradeshoyam Samichinaha. Is this region of sisters fit for travel and tourism? Sarve Chhatraha Uchaihi, loudly, all students loudly. Mahodaye, O great lady, Agamini Avakashe Vayam Tatraiva Gantum Ichhamaha. Tatra plus eva is Tatraiva. In the upcoming holidays, we wish to go there only. Swara says, Bhavatyapi Asmabhihi Sardham Chalatu. Bhavati plus api is Bhavatyapi. You also please come along with us. Adhyapika, lady teacher replies, Rochate meyam vicharaha. Me plus ayam is meyam. I like this idea. Etani rajyani tu brahmanartham svarga sadrishani iti. These states are indeed equivalent to heaven itself, svarga sadrishani, for travel purposes, is what the teacher replies. Now, there is a small notes portion attached to this chapter, Saptabhaginyah, which we see now. In the same way as we saw in the lesson, the names of the 7 sisters, the 7 states of the northeastern region, were told in the form of a shloka, in the form of a verse in Sanskrit. The names of all the 18 Puranas are also told in the form of a verse like this, which is Madvayam Bhadvayam Chaiva Bratrayam Vachatushtayam Anapalinga Kuskani Puranani Prachakshate. So what is the meaning of this shloka? Madvayam means 2 starting with Makara, which is Matsya Purana and Markandeya Purana. Next, 2 starting with Bhadvayam, 2 starting with Bha, which is Bhagavata Purana and Bhavishyat Purana. Then Bratrayam, 3 starting with Bra, which is Brahmanda Purana, Brahma Vaivarta Purana and Brahma Purana. Then Va Chatushtayam, 4 starting with Vakara, which is Vamana Purana, Varaha Purana, Vishnu Purana and Vayu Purana. And 1 starting with each A, Na, Pa, Ling, Ga, Ku and Ska, which are Agni Purana, Narada Purana, Padma Purana, Linga Purana, Garuda Purana, Kurma Purana, Skanda Purana. So, all the 18 Puranas which were composed by Sri Vedavyasa, Maharshi Vedavyasa, they are all shown in this one single shloka to get the names of these Puranas. We go further. Now, the name Seven Sisters was first suggested by late Sri Jyoti Prasad Saikia, shown here, in 1972 in an Akashvani program in that particular region. The names of these 7 states find mention in the ancient literature of India, as in Ramayana, Mahabharata, and in the Puranas also. Now, the capitals of these 7 states are, for Arunachal Pradesh, it is Itanagar, Assam it is Dispur, Manipur it is Imphal, Meghalaya it is Shillong, Mizoram it is Aizawl, Nagaland it is Kohima, Tripura it is Agartala. The important dances here are Bihu, Manipuri, Nanakrama and others. The important languages here are Naga, Mizo, Khasi, Asamiya, Bangla, Bodo, Garo, Jayantiya, Manipuri and others. Now, there is one more speciality about the number 7 which we see here. Sapta Sindhu means Sindhu, Shutudri which is Satluj, Iravati, Vitasta which is Jheelam, Vipasha which is Vyas, and Asikni which is Chenab, and Saraswati. Sapta Parvatas are Mahendra, Malaya, Himavan, Arbuda, Vindhya, Sahyadri and Srishaila. Saptarishis are Marichi, Pulasya, Angiras, Kratu, Atri, Pulaha and Vasishta. You can download printable version of these slides at the link given in the description below. This brings me to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Navamaha Patha Saptabhaginyah, the lesson part. Like, subscribe, share and comment as you wish at the bottom of the video. See you in the next video with the exercises part. YouTube Amarabharati Samskrita Shubham Bhuyat Mangalamastu Vande Mataram Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.